Yo, what's up, everybody? This is
Tosh TV.
Tuesday.
Trash Bag Tuesday.
Yes, Trash Bag Tuesday. I'm going to start off and give Trash Bag Tuesday to Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter. I'm going to start with Black Lives Matter. Me, as a black man in America, I do understand the hardships. I do recognize racial discrimination. I do recognize systematic racism and police brutality, not just against blacks with that, but, police brutality in general. But Black Lives Matter, have you stopped and even thought and came to a realization that the name Black Lives Matter could be offensive, especially to people who want to ride for you, people who want to be on your side, who believe in the message that you have? If you ask me, Black Lives Matter, you're going about it the right way. Now, you can't get involved with Antifa. No, you cannot. Antifa will destroy your message, Black Lives Matter, and they have been doing that. Understand, when you're yelling on megaphones to defund the police, to dismantle the police, and then you have Antifa who's wearing Black Lives Matter shirts, who are black, could be white, could be Mexican. When they're rioting and they're destroying communities, understand they're destroying your community, the community you have to live in. And when the news sees them rioting, they go to the blackface and connect the name Black Lives Matter. That's number one. You need to understand that. Number two is, you don't want to dismantle or defund the police. You want police there. The problem in the black community is we don't promote that to our children. We don't encourage them to be police officers. Case in point, I got 3 cities here, and I got the percentages of black Americans, let's be real, black Americans on their police force. So in LA, 11.6% of the whole police force is black American. Here in Phoenix, 3.8% are black American. And where I'm from, Topeka, Kansas, only 5.1% are black Americans. That's the problem. Because if you defund the police, you're gonna face domestic terrorism that you've never faced before. You're gonna face white supremacy, cartels. You're gonna face gangs hit an epic rate, and they're gonna reach epic power in your lawlessness city, and you don't want that. You really don't. You want your kids to grow up in a crime-free area, as much crime-free as you can. So if you ask me, the problem with that is we need to encourage black Americans, let me say, to become law enforcement, preferably having them police in the communities in which they come from, because they would understand the people there. You don't have to be black and go straight to a black community. I know plenty of white guys that are from the same community I'm from in Topeka, Kansas, the south side of Topeka, that if they were cops, I would understand them and they would understand me, because we grew up the same way in the same neighborhood. That's number one. Number two, to help end systematic racism, Black Lives Matter, is you have to be the change. You have to run for public office or elect people who come from your communities to run for public office. Once again, if they're from your community, they know what's best for you. They know what the people want. Stop always voting Democrat. Black Lives Matter. Stop pushing a Democratic agenda on black Americans. The Democratic agenda hasn't worked well for black Americans. I mean, let's be real. Democrats started the KKK. Democrats were hanging blacks from trees in the South. It wasn't all Republicans. The majority, it was Democrats. So let's stop with this 90% of the black vote going to Democrats for one. Black Lives Matter, how about you make your own political party? How about you make your own political party, get the people that you want to run, get your communities to vote for those people so your voices can really be heard. The vote only goes so far. If you can't be heard after the vote, your vote means nothing. So let's get people of color from our communities in positions of power. Number two, or actually, All Lives Matter. This is your trash bag. This is why I'm giving it to you. All Lives Matter is also a cringy fucking saying. It's a cringy name for black people, at least, because any and every time I've seen black people say Black Lives Matter, the Black Panthers, this, that, and the third, anything black, it seems like people from All Lives Matter, and they could be any race, they love to say All Lives Matter, Blue Lives Matter, this, that, and the third. It seems like anything black, you have to counter, and that's not right. People can protest, people can have their own social groups. You don't need to always counter anything that's pro-black. I'm fucking tired of seeing that. All Lives Matter, you have to understand this. America has a sinful past. We have a slave trading, rapist, criminal past. You have to understand that. You also have to understand that black people get triggered when they see the Confederate flag, just like a Jewish man or a Jewish woman would get triggered if they seen a Nazi flag. How about you fucking respect black Americans enough to say, you know what? I agree. It's offensive. It's fucking offensive. Start saluting black people for tolerating it as long as they did. All Lives Matter, it seems like you're just anti-black at times. And to me, if you're a white person and you're All Lives Matter, to me it feels like you're borderline fucking racist. I'm sorry, but it feels like you're borderline fucking racist with the shit you spew. Most of the shit you spew is all against black people. It's not like Black Lives Matter is only black Americans. It's not only black Americans, but the shit you spew makes us feel like it's only black Americans, because everything you're on Facebook posting shit's only black people. You're never posting the white people. You're never posting Antifa.
You trash bag, bro.
No, only fucking black people. And me as a black man, I don't fucking like it. I think it's fucking disrespectful. Let's be real here. But here's the thing. Tosh TV has a solution. Taj TV solution is, how about we fucking converge All Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter, and how about we come up with this? American Lives Matter. We're all fucking American. At the end of the fucking day, it should be Americans against the fucking world. Stop letting politicians, Democrats and Republicans, separate us, because at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck because you're not part of their fucking crowd. No, you guys live with each other. And just for that, just because you guys contribute to the separation, to the hatefulness of America, and I'm talking about Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter, just because you both contribute to the fucking hatefulness of this country, all you motherfuckers are getting trash bag Tuesday.
You trash bag, bro.
That's how I feel about it. I'm an American. We're all Americans. Let's start acting like it. All right, everybody. You guys know where to catch me, Tosh TV. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.